This is Ken Barron. I'm with the National Association of Black and White Men Together. Today's topic, the push to restrict abortion pills. Now remember, women were instrumental in helping during the AIDS crisis. And so I'm always an ally in the fight for women's rights. Since a federal judge in Texas last week invalidated the Food and Drug Administration's 23-year-old approval of the abortion drug mifepristone, states led by Democrats have been scrambling to adjust to a possible future without it. A poll found that by a 3-1 margin, 65-21, American adults agree that, quote, medication abortion should remain legal in the United States, end quote, including a healthy plurality, 49-35, of Republicans. So, the governor of Massachusetts has asked the University of Massachusetts to purchase a one-year supply of the abortion pill mifepristone. Hard to say, but we'll call it Miffy, and issued an order shielding pharmacists who stock the drug, abortion providers, and patients from criminal and civil liability. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom announced on Monday that the state had purchased an emergency stockpile of 250,000 pills of Missy and negotiated the purchase of up to 2 million. Meanwhile, in Washington state, they are stockpiling a 4-year supply of the drug and has fast-tracked legislation allowing healthcare providers to distribute it. Officials in Maine, where at least 70% of abortions are done using pills, and in Maryland said this week that they were exploring purchasing additional dose of Miffy. The pill is first in a 2-drug medication regimen used in over half of the abortions in the United States. The judge put his ruling on hold for 1 week to allow time for appeals. The Justice Department appealed the ruling on Monday, and I understand today that's been lifted. A separate ruling by a Washington state federal judge hours after this Texas ruling contradicted the Texas judge and ordered the FDA to make no changes to the availability of the drug in the states involved in that suit. Many expect the dispute to head on over to the Supreme Court. The ruling, think about it, could affect availability even when abortion is legal, and who knows, maybe affect other drugs for HIV and others types of drugs used in our community. We don't know what's going to be who is going to be in the White House in 2024, so we can't rely on the FDA. We must enact legislation protecting access to a wide suite of reproductive health care so that women can continue to make their own decisions about their bodies. As some activists push for tougher abortion restrictions, Republicans could and have been turning off swing voters who don't support strict limits like a national ban on abortion. By appealing to their shrinking socially conservative base, the Republican Party has been unable to gain a majority of the popular vote in their bid for the White House in 8 of the last 9 presidential elections. I believe that this will push people in the way that they were after the death of George Floyd and Black Lives Matter's inspired social justice movement. As Republicans go to extremes, a backlash will favor progressive candidates. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to our channels, like us, and comment if you wish. Well, email us, it's at nabwmt@nabwmt.org. Thank you so much for listening.